Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, I want you to lean in right now because what I'm about to share with you is not just words. It's a heartbeat. It's a truth forged through fire, through failure, through long nights, quiet prayers, and unseen sacrifices. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. I've walked many roads. I've seen lights shining from mountaintops, and I've also stumbled through valleys so dark I couldn't see my own hands. And I've learned something that changed my life, something that I know, if you hold on to it, can change yours too. The world will try to sell you the idea that if you just grind hard enough, sacrifice every bit of joy for the hustle, then one day maybe you'll be happy. But that is a lie. Success doesn't buy you peace. It doesn't hug you when the cameras turn off. It doesn't whisper encouragement when you doubt yourself. But happiness, that deep, soul-settling kind of happiness, gives birth to a success the world can't take away. It's not loud, but it's powerful, and it lasts. There was a time in my life when the world started noticing me. My face was on screens, my name was known, and people called me successful. But there were nights I felt empty, because even though people were cheering for me, I hadn't yet learned how to cheer for myself. I hadn't yet learned to love what I was doing, not for applause, not for awards, but for the joy of it. And that was the turning point. Because when you operate from passion, when you wake up to something that stirs your soul, that's when you find the fire no one can extinguish. That's when the real magic happens. You stop chasing the finish line and you start living the race. I've worked with actors, leaders, and kings of industry. And you know who truly stands out? Not the richest, not the loudest, but the ones who are grateful, the ones who do what they do with love in their heart. Let me tell you something I want you to remember for the rest of your life. When you move in love, you move in power. Not the romantic kind of love, but the love that says, I was made for this. The love that whispers, don't quit. When the world says, give up, that kind of love is rooted in happiness. It doesn't mean every day is easy. It means your why is strong enough to withstand every number. I remember being on set after long hours, tension in the air. And I asked myself, Denzel, do you still love this? The answer came fast, yes. Because even in the grind, I saw the purpose. Purpose gives pain meaning. And when you find happiness in purpose, not in the paycheck, not in the praise, you are already successful. So many of you are waiting to feel like you've arrived. But hear me, you are not defined by your destination. You are defined by your devotion. If your soul is tired, let this be your reminder. Return to joy. Return to what you love. Return to who you are. The world doesn't need more burnt-out success stories. It needs people lit from within. People alive in their calling, not trapped in the expectations of others. Happiness doesn't always feel like a celebration. Sometimes it's quiet contentment, knowing you're on the right path even when it's uphill. Sometimes it's the courage to say no to what looks good, so you can say yes to what feels right. Don't let their fear become your future. Don't let their noise drown out your melody. When you love what you do and do it with integrity, you are already successful. Go back to that child in you, the one who dreamed without fear, who danced before they knew the steps. That child wasn't chasing success. They were living in wonder. That is where happiness begins, and that is where real success is born. You are not too late. You are not too broken. Everything you need is already inside of you. But you've got to believe again. Don't be so focused on building a life that you forget to live it. When I leave this earth, I don't want them to say, Denzel was a great actor. I want them to say, Denzel walked with joy. He lifted people up, he loved what he did, and he helped others love what they do too. That's legacy, that's impact, that's success. So wherever you are, take a moment, breathe, reflect. Ask yourself, what brings me joy? And then chase that, with fire, with intention, with faith. The world may not always celebrate your happiness, but heaven does. And when you walk in your God-given joy, doors will open that no man can shut. This message is for you. You're not here by chance. Something in you still believes, and so do I. I believe in you. I believe in your purpose. And above all, I believe that if you love what you do, if you keep showing up with heart, soul, and faith, you will be successful. God bless you. Keep walking, keep believing, keep loving what you do. Your joy is your power. Your happiness is your strength, your success. That is the natural result of a life well lived. Let's go.